Hello, hi, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Brianna, Bree. I go by Planted Pothead on all of my socials. I will put them somewhere, link it down below if you guys want to follow me, go ahead. I'm pretty active on my Insta. I pretty much post like on my stories daily. And I do ask you guys a lot of questions over there too. But otherwise, if you are not new here, hi guys, welcome back. I hope y'all have been enjoying this little video venture of mine. I just want to let y'all know, y'all have been giving me a pretty big head. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, because I've been getting so much love from you guys down below in the comments and just by liking my videos and watching them. It means so much to me, and it just, you know, validates that y'all like what you're seeing, and I love that. And if I always say this in every video, and I do mean it, if you guys have any recommendations or anything you want to watch specifically, just let me know. Put it down in the comments, and if I do have experience in whatever you guys are wanting to watch, I will definitely happily make that video for you. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. Your guys' love you have been showing me means so much to me. The plant community has been so welcoming. I can't even say it enough. Like, saying thank you doesn't feel enough, but that's all I can say. So thank you. And not only plant community, I've been getting so many moms coming to me too, and I love that. Like, I love that. So yeah, thank you guys for showing me so much love. Like I said, I do appreciate it so much, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying. So rant over. Today we're gonna go ahead and be talking about some tips that I personally have learned about lighting. Yep, lights, camera, action. No, I'm just playing. But this is gonna be my first video where I'm actually giving you guys some tips and like learning little habits about your plants. And the reason why is because I feel like a lot of my non-planty friends always ask me, especially when they come over to my house, they're like, girl, how do you keep this many plants alive? And it's not a simple answer. Like, there's so many factors that go into keeping plants alive, but I think one of the main factors, at least for me personally, is lighting. So that's why I wanted to talk to you about it today. And I just want to say also that I am no way a professional. These are just little tips that I have personally learned from probably watching videos myself or just doing my own research, and they just work for me and my home and where I live. And like I said, there's so many factors. It works for the zone that I live in, the window, you know, arrangement that I have. It works for the specific plants that I have, and also the lights that I have bought with my own money. So it's going to be completely different for everybody. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have not yet, please subscribe. It will mean a lot to me and my channel. Like this video, please like it, leave a comment if you want, and if not, that's fine too. I still appreciate y'all for watching, and yeah, let's hop into this video. All right, guys, so first things first, as soon as you walk through my front door, this is my little entrance way, and right here is where I have a few of my plants that tend to just get morning light just from simply opening my front door. As you can see, I have my Crimson Queen right here, who does get a lot of little pink stress, so she does love it right here. And other than that, I don't know if y'all remember, but I actually have this guy, which was in one of my favorite videos. And basically, I didn't know his name, but we did come to the conclusion that we are naming him either Philodendron reverted Florida ghost, or it's going to be obviously philodendron Florida green. So that's his new name. But walking along here, I actually don't have any lights right here, and that's why I have specific plants. Other than these two, because they do get this morning light shining in, I only have my little terrarium here that actually carries my crested gecko Draco, and she just has her heat lamp. And I actually just put this little propagation station right here, and it actually does not mind it. As you can see, look at those roots. Oh, look at those roots. And I think all of these are pretty much rooted up. And I even have some new growth up here. So this guy does not mind it. He just lives right here. Gets the light from my heat lamp. Other than that, this is just honestly a little station I have of like all my little planty things that I tend to grab the most. Snake plant obviously does not need a lot of light. And then when we come to right here, this is kind of just like a little miscellaneous section. I honestly just put plants right here that are either struggling or that are new to me, and I haven't really acclimated them in my home yet. So they live right here. I do have this little grow light, and I'm sure you guys have seen these around everywhere. You can pretty much get them anywhere. And I just have it for this table since it is the last table in my little walkway area. And that specific light, you can move the little arms. They're adjustable depending on which plant you want to get the most light. And I think it has 3 different color waves. It has like pink, purple, and blue. So I'll show you right now how it looks with the light on. All right, so this is how it looks with the light on. I usually just keep it on purple. And yeah, these plants tend to like it a lot over here. So that is this section. And then other than that, if we do come around, okay, this is where you will see my wooden plant stand, which goes more into my living room. And then also I have this little glass table as well that kind of just sits right next to my door. My string of hearts actually really is loving it. Look at all this new growth going on right now. So some of the plants get the light from me opening my front door, and then the other majority of my plants get light from just me opening my front blinds. And they are all doing well, so they all like it. There's no additional grow lights or anything right here. It's just simply from sunlight. So now we're going to go ahead and just move a little bit more towards this area. I'm going to walk around and go into my actual living room, and I'll show you all of these plants. All right, guys, we are now in the middle of my living room. I'm sorry if the lights, the bright window is shining in a little crazy, but this is pretty much how it looks throughout the day. We just came from over here. So now I'm over here actually inside of my living room, and I just showed you guys this little glass table. So now these are all the rest of my plants. Well, not all of them. There's actually like a few little missing. Oh, my coffee's right there. There's like a few little missing plants. I'm not sure if you can tell. I'm actually going through I'm thinking thrip infestation, and we'll be talking about that in a different video. It's coming up, but that's currently what I'm going through, and that's why some plants are missing from my collection. But I'm just gonna go ahead and walk you through pretty much how I stagger my plants. I call it Tetris, but pretty much how I stagger my plants and the reason for that, and why they are placed in certain areas and others are not. So yeah, let's go through it. So first things first, I do have some hanging plants. I just kind of scatter those throughout depending on which ones I feel like personally need more light. It really all comes down to research, but a lot of the times it takes a lot of time to do research on every single plant. So I kind of also just monitor. I feel like that would be your best friend. Just monitor your plants, take a look at them, check. Even sometimes I'm sure when I'm checking through my plants right now, I'm going to find a few updates. So it just depends. You really have to play with it. But I can tell you, like I said, Tetrising, that's one of my main friends, and I'll show you an example. So as you can see, I have multiple little guys right here. and I touch them depending on how old they are, how big they are, and also what type of plant they are and if they're variegated or not. So, for example, these guys right here are babies. So they for sure go front of the line. They're babies, they're still growing, they need more light. The ones that are more mature are a little bit more dangly, a little bit more taller, can definitely go in the back because they're still able to reach that light because they're taller. And not only that, but they're more mature, they're more stabilized. I'm not really too concerned that they're gonna fully just die on me. I'm sure if they were, they'll have some signs before they just, you know, I just come one day and they're completely gone. So yeah, like I said, monitor. Another example up here, as you can see, I have this plant, which is, I believe, my philodendron white wizard. And this guy is a variegated plant, meaning it has these little white prints. So it does tend to like light, so it can keep on producing these white prints. This is its newest leaf, and it has like some white up here, and also, let's see if it can, oh, it has like a little bit of damage. Maybe it got a little bit too much sun. So that's what I'm saying, you just kind of have to play with it. So now that I'm seeing that, maybe I'll kind of just back it up away from the light a little bit more. But yeah, so this is why this plant is actually sitting at the very top of my little showcase. It's because it likes light, and for it to produce more of these white streaks, it needs light. If it doesn't get it, then I'm sure this plant will just completely revert and turn back into only green. And as you can see, I have it in the back because it's a tall guy. And other than that, I have short ones in front that I can pretty much layer. This one personally, this is my Peperomia Hope plant, and I actually have it in the front because I tend to notice that when I don't have her in the front and I just water her, even though she's getting light from her actual leaves, if she doesn't really get too much light from the top, I feel like her leaves tend to like fall and then mold really fast because they're not getting enough airflow or sunlight. So that's why I have her at the very top, because I want her to get more sun and dry out a little bit faster. Then I have this little guy in front also because this one is obviously very tiny. Yeah, so he sits in the front. I actually can also flip him around because as you see, all of his leaves are already facing forward, and I do play with them. So once all the leaves face forward, I'm gonna flip him and set him like this so he can pretty much stabilize himself out, and he's not just lopsided. So I'm gonna sit him like that. There's also a little tiny baby in front of him. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Over here, for example, I have a few other plants that are tall. This is my silver sword, and if I move my silver sword out of the way, you'll see there's another plant in front of it. And that's simply because, first, that one is variegated. Second, it's shorter, and there's also a little baby one in front of that one. And it's just simply because of sizing, age, and variegation. And honestly, once you take those things into consideration, I feel like the plant life would be a lot easier for you, because like I said, I don't have any artificial lighting over here. This is all just from sunlight, and this window I believe is a northeast window, so I get majority of my light in the morning, which right now it's about 11 a.m. And then other than that, the other lighting that I get is going to be from my kitchen, which is way back there, and that's just from sun hour. So yeah, other than that, let's see what else we got. Some more babies over here that are in the front, and then I got big boys in the back. And also, just to let you know, I'm not sure if you've already noticed, all of these on the bottom are completely empty. That's not all because like my plants don't all have thrips. I usually only have a plant like right here, and maybe right here. Like there's 3 spots missing. All of these that are like down here, I actually don't put any plants down there, and that's simply just because I have kids My daughter's older, but my son is in the crawling stage, and I just avoid that area at all times. He does not need to be playing in soil. Oh yeah, my coffee. So yeah, that's why I don't have any plants down there. It's not because those are all infected with thrips. But yeah, this is my little plant section in my living room. And now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my entertainment center. All right, guys, so now we are still in my living room, but now we're looking at my entertainment center, my TV. We just came from over here. Sorry for the lights. Now we're over here. So this section right here, obviously our entertainment center, but I do have a few plants that I know don't need crazy amount of light, just a little bit of light, and I'm sure you guys all know it. That's the ZZ plant. So I have actually two, one right here and the other one is right here. And then beside that, I just have this very large philodendron. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. And ZZ plants are thriving. They love it right here. They do get some, obviously, this little tiny shine, and all this like light green is new growth, so still growing nice. This little guy is some type of terrarium. I think I just put some cuttings in here. I'm not even too sure what they are. And then this light is actually from an old fish tank. Believe it or not, it goes to white and to blue. So yeah, I just use what I got. I'm not gonna lie, I just use what I got. Nothing crazy special. That just literally sits on the top of my terrarium and it does it justice. This large philodendron over here actually thrives because I think it gets the light shining out from my grow cabinet, and it just gave me twins. I'm a mother of twins now. Bitch, I'm a mother! No drama! This one and that one and a third on the way. So yeah, thriving from, ow, I just stepped on a baby toy. Thriving from little light and then also a little bit of grow light. So yeah. Oh yeah, I also wanted to show you guys. Look at this, you guys. I totally forgot I had this. My brother gifted this to me for Christmas. So it's already been a few months and I completely forgot, but is that not the cutest thing? I could die for this. I love it so much. I'm thinking of doing a video soon. I'm thinking of holding on to this and waiting for you guys and we can do it together. I'm thinking maybe we can do like a Q&A if you guys want. Please let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys would want a Q&A. Otherwise, I'll just make it myself. You already know. I'm already excited for it, but I'm trying to wait to see if y'all want to do it together. So if you do, let me know. I can make this. Maybe we'll have like a little wine night or something, and I can do a Q&A with you guys and ask me any and all questions, plant related or non-plant related. Doesn't matter to me. I'm an open book. And yeah, definitely let me know in the comments, okay? If not, I'm gonna make this soon. So we're gonna go ahead and just move along to my little grow cabinet over here. Okay guys, now for my grow cabinet, I have a set of 2 glass cabinets right here. I think I got them on OfferUp, honestly, maybe even for free. Don't really remember, but they work very well. Me and my fiance ended up doing like the weather stripping on them, and then we got some of these grow lights, and they are actually the Barina grow lights. I'll show you the information, the box that we have, but they came with a set of 4 grow lights. I apologize if the light is like really shining on you, but it came with a set of 4 grow lights. So that's why, as you can see, my plants are like staggered. I have a little group up here, a little group down there, a little group down here, and then a group down here. And that's simply just because I have my lights staggered in a way where I feel like they all are kind of like bouncing off of each other and they get the majority of the light that they can. Yeah, eventually in the future, maybe that can also be another video when I get more lights, some fans, some shelving units for this actual cabinet. We can do like a little revamp of it. I'm happy with how it looks right now, but I know I can make it better. It's just, you know, it takes some time. Obviously, I don't have all the equipment for it right now, so when I do tend to splurge or something on some more planty things, then probably we can do it together. But I usually have my philodendron micans that hangs down from here, and she's usually like very long and beautiful, but she is one of the plants that is under thrip infestation right now. Otherwise, I also have my Scindapsus, silver Scindapsus on this side, and honestly, it loves it. It's always putting out new growth for me. And all of my plants that are inside of my cabinet are honestly thriving. I'm gonna go ahead and open up these cabinet doors and show you a few new growths that we have. All right, so starting off on the very first little shelf, this is kind of like my little cactus section. All the little guys throughout the winter that still needed a good amount of light, I kept right here, right in front of this Barina grow light, and they have been doing very, very well. This one, as you can see, I'm like kind of scared to put my finger in here. It has like sun stressing. I don't know if you see the pink, that's like sun stressing. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. I haven't seen any like, oh, it's not focused. I haven't seen any new growth, but they aren't doing bad, obviously. So yeah, we're just kind of chilling over here. And then when we go directly below that, this is more of a little tiny tropical, I would say, section. I have a few things. These are like little propagations, string of heart propagation right here that is doing well. We got some new growth. I have more propagations in here, little money coin propagation in there. The mama right here, I broke off some of her little leaves when we were repotting, but I have some new growth on this guy. Do you see this new little, if I can get in here, they're like cramped all together. This new little baby leaf, so tiny and cute. Love it. And then we have this leaf just came out, and I've been waiting on this leaf to come out, and it came out a little bit wonky and dry. But this is actually the first leaf that's growing after I rescued this plant, so I'm not mad at it. It's okay. And after repotting, we got some of this new growth right here. So yeah, this one's doing really good. This guy has some new growth as well. You can tell from the different shades of green. This right here is way more brighter than the more mature green. And then I think this is what I'm most excited about, is I'm finally seeing some growth from my, if it could focus, fern leaf cactus. And it does look a little wonky, but
yeah, oh, take my hand. Ah, come on.
But that's okay. I will take it because there has been zero growth from the actual foliage, but a lot of growth from the roots down below. I'll show you. Look at all the roots that it has gotten. And I'll put a little picture on the side. I had this plant just from cuttings. So this little wonky growth, I am here for it. I don't mind it. I'm just happy we're growing. All right, so yeah, that is this little section. Now we're gonna go ahead and move to this side. And I do apologize, these lights I have facing inwards, and then these lights I have facing outwards. So I'm sorry if they're blinding you. All right, so we are in my first little shelf of this side. Like I said, I'm sorry if the lights are blinding you. I'll try to face you guys downwards. But these, we just have some like little babies here and there. This is always having new growth. This is my variegated African violet. I love her so much. She's freaking beautiful. Have nothing like her. Other than that, I have this little tiny baby Syngonium elbow. Also love so much. We have a little baby alocasia, and this is what I'm talking about. You see how this baby's leaning towards the light? We're gonna just do a little flipperoo, and it's gonna start to lean back, and it's gonna even it out. Oh my God, I didn't even see this. I've been trying to grow this guy out for a while. This is just, I believe, a Monstera Adansonii, and it actually has a leaf. Cute. Oh, cute. Here we have this guy. I love this plant so much. Beautiful. That guy lives right there. And then we just have this guy, which is my little black velvet alocasia. Has some new growth right there. Yeah, so they love it in here. Also, my fiance just got me some begonias, and it did not have this when I first got them. So it's definitely liking these light. These two leaves right here are brand new. And I also seen two under here. So they're actually loving it in here. And then I also got this begonia as well. I haven't seen that much new growth on this guy, but I don't know. We shall see. Not the little fungus gnat. Get out of here. So that's this little first section. And then when we go down here, this is kind of where I'm most, this is kind of where I'm most excited when we come down here, because I have my precious, staghorn, my precious Monstera Thai constellation, and she just gave me this new leaf. She's not even hardened off yet, so I'm gonna be pretty gentle, but she is a beaut. I have her in here. Who else? We just have some random little babies that I'm propagating. This is like a, what are you? I believe this is a marble queen with some new growth right there. What else? Another Adansonii that's struggling. Oh no, this baby's struggling. I didn't even see it. It actually, let's see if it'll focus. It actually has a baby coming in. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can point it out to y'all. Oh my God. Why did I do that? Why did I do that to myself? Why? All right. Well, hopefully the baby still comes out fine. I was trying to just show you guys. Y'all see it, right? Y'all see what I'm talking about? It's right here. Anyways, now I got a mess to pick up. But yeah, let's see what else we got. This is my Monstera Esqueleto that we repotted and we put on a moss pole that's been doing good. And we have some new growth. So yeah, I actually really love these Barina lights. I have no complaints. I feel like they definitely do their job, and they do their job well. I'm definitely going to be getting more in the future, like I said, when I have extra cash to splurge on some planty things. But for right now, I just work with what I got. And as you can see, I even have some plants that are stacked on top of pots that I'm not currently using. I have some plants that are stacked inside of bigger pots. I for sure let the actual soil breathe, because I don't want a crazy amount of fungus gnats in here, but I do use what I have, and it just tends to work for me. This guy is being held up right here just from this, and it's loving it too. So yeah, this is the last of my plants inside this cabinet. All right, guys, one of the last sections of my home is going to be my dining room area, and I have my table and stuff over here, but in this little corner that's next to my French doors, I actually made it a little planty corner. It actually used to be my ferret's home. If you guys don't know, I have a pet ferret, and he used to live right here in this corner, and he took up the majority of the space because he was in a double like 2-story, I believe it was Marshall kennel, and we eventually just went ahead and moved him into my daughter's room because it's mainly her pet, and she's getting older and needs to be more responsible, so I made that move. But otherwise, of course, I made this into a planty section. It is pretty dark right here, as you can see, and even though it does get some light, it's still not a good amount of light for the plants that I do have in this corner. So I actually recently put up this light, which is a grow light, and it's actually a really cheap grow light. So I wanted to show you guys how it looks when it's on. First, I'm showing you off, and then I'm going to turn it on so you guys can see the difference, okay? So this is how she looks now with that grow light on. And it may look like it doesn't do a lot, but I feel like it actually does a very large amount, and I'll show you why. This right here, this ficus, is very sentimental to me, and it has been issues with growing, but once I got this light, look at the new growth. So this first leaf came out a little wonky, which is, you know, that's okay, first leaf. But this second leaf is growing in now. And not only there, but I also have some growth right here. And right here. So she is growing, and that makes me so excited for her. I'm very happy. Other than that, this big boy, very, very large Boston fern, and we actually call him Sideshow Bob, and he has been struggling. As you can see, there's some brown under, and I'm pretty sure it's due to light, but look at now these new growths. This is a baby. This is a baby. There's definitely some new growth going on, so I'm super excited for him. And then this spider plant that I've been having for such a long time is actually putting out some new babies. We got some babies growing right here, and before winter, I actually chopped off all of her babies and propagated them. There's some more babies right here, so she's having some new growth. And then on top of that, I just found some new growth on my bird of paradise right here. So yeah, this light is definitely doing the job. And I will go ahead and insert the light. I also kept the box for you guys so you can see specifically what type of light it is. And let me just tell you, this light was definitely more on the affordable side. I don't even know what brand it is. I also have my little propagation station right here with some of my Florida greens, and I actually have some more up here up top that I just put in, so I will go ahead and test that out and see if there's new growth with this. All right, guys, officially, this is the last section of my house that I do have a few plants in. Like I've told you in the past videos, my kitchen is under construction, so I'm not going to go ahead and give you a full view until it's fully finished. So look forward to that. But I do have some plants over here because I have this beautiful giant garden window. So I do display some plants right here. First things first, I have this philodendron Brazil who absolutely loves it right there. She doesn't get a lot of light at the very top, but her leaves that are intertwined into my light fixture up here get the sunshine that I get from this giant window, and so she thrives. She loves it. I also have this plant right here in this little corner. I'm blanking on the name, but I absolutely love this plant so much. I love how it looks like little butterfly wings. This section right here is mainly like my little rehab calathea section, which they do love the light, but I need to be more on top of it when it comes to humidity, because as you can see, there is some crusty leaves, which is common for calatheas, but I'm trying. And then I have this rehab Boston fern as well, who I have in this little humidity dome with some leca. And I have seen some new growth in there as well, so I'm not mad at it. So yeah, I absolutely love this garden window. I can't wait to fill it up so much more when, like I said, it's fully finished. We still have a lot of like tile to lay up here and a lot of painting to do, but I can't wait till the finished look. And this is just a little glimpse of my backyard and my plants out there that are thriving. Hopefully one day we can do a little plant tour of my outside plants. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much it for my plants inside my home. All right, you guys, so that's pretty much going to be the full video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned a few little tips from me. And like I said, if you guys have any tips to give to me or to anybody else who's watching this video, please leave them down in the comments below. We can all learn from each other, because at the end of the day, it's all just a learning process, you know? Nobody is perfect, and we just try our best. This is what works best for me. And like I said, to each their own. Every plant is going to be different. Every plant is going to have its different lighting requirements. Every light is different that you purchase. But as I just showed you guys, your lights don't have to be like crazy expensive. The ones I personally have are like probably the cheapest ones you can buy. And your girl's just trying to live, you know, the cheap life. I have 2 kids. I can't be splurging on lights for my plants. But I do try to give them the best that I can, since I do have a lot of them, and it definitely works out for me. So I hope this gives you guys some inspiration to venture out into extra lights and helping your plants grow a little bit better. Don't forget, I mentioned to you guys about that game, or not a game, the Lego set. I'm so excited to make it, and I do definitely want to make it soon. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know in the comments as well. I check the comments every day. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely did enjoy showing you guys a few tips that I've learned throughout the few years that I've had plants. If you guys want to see anything specific, please let me know. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed it. I appreciate all of you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hey. Woo! All right, I'm just trying to warm myself up here because I'm still getting the groove of talking to myself, you know? Feels a little weird, but I hope y'all have been enjoying. I'm so sorry, there is such a loud plane right now. Can we hurry it up, sir? I lost my train of thought.